when you're having a bad day at work, but you don't want to smoke, so you just blow bubbles. I tried to take a cute video of my grandma blowing out her candles, and it turned out to be the opening scene to a horror movie. Deciding my dog's fate: treat, bath, or a walk. Let's see where it goes. Wait, how did it go to a... Oh no, he's still getting a bath anyway. Me, showing a rich old man with dementia our family photos generated by AI so he can include me in his will. Boomers, you have it so much easier in today's world, just work harder. The rent price versus household income from the years. Yeah, it's actually a lot harder now, thank you. Me, standing outside the women's self-defense class, testing out the new recruits. Might as well put that training to use, right? Humans in 2200 trying to survive after scientists didn't stop with the dire wolf and brought other ancient animals back to life with only a few modified genes. The struggle, the uneven tear, the cat stomping the chocolate, getting it everywhere. This video has it all. Life, if John Cena turns out to be a bad person. Keanu Reeves as well. Bro, I can't wait for summer. Average summer experience. POV. You break up with your girl and she goes crazy, so you boogie bomb her. 11-year-old me, realizing it does more than pee. Girl getting in her car. Thank God I don't have to walk home in the dark. Me, rising up from her back seat. Sir, watch out, there is a step. Thanks, you too. Release notes. Added schizophrenic effect to players who played CS2 for 9 hours straight. Bro's really built like the Minecraft dog. So cute. When she introduces me to her mum and I pull out the "I didn't know you had a sister" line, bro got an interview at KFC. He got rejected by... Don't worry man, trust me, you did not want to work there. 2044 military leaders after being trained by ChatGPT. There are 46 people on the plane and we have 47 parachutes. The dyslexic guy sacrificing themselves. If you laugh one more time, I'm moving you both. How bro looks at me. Mums with the kids. Today we're painting with our fingers. Dads with the kids. How I look at your fries after I finished my whole meal in 3 minutes. Worms unanimously deciding to make their way to the concrete when it rains so they can all die in the morning for no reason. When you're mid-goon and all of a sudden everybody wants to text you. How it felt choosing between red and blue as your favorite color in the 2000s. It's still the same now. Nothing's changed. I like purple though. Cameras were set up in nature and this is what they captured. Puma and other animals. Old people deciding whether to be as sweet as an angel or the spawn of Satan. How everything feels when you get that type of sick. School. The second you graduate, it's like, oh yeah, we're actually going to refurbish the school you've been at for 10 years as soon as you leave. POV. The friend who's never active in the group chat laughs at your joke. He knows I scare easily. That dog outplayed her at the end. How I'll describe the virus to my kids, knowing damn well my fat ass played video games for 2 years. Me at the grocery store, watching people walk through the diabolical fart I just ripped on aisle 7. I asked my mum why I stopped martial arts when I was a kid, and she said she saw a great darkness in my eyes. His mum. How it feels seeing your favorite character get mischaracterized a lot, that people thought they legit behave like that canonically. The type of thing I had to pull as a kid when I tried to get my electronics back while my parents were asleep. Me, when a website asks if I accept cookies and if I've been craving chocolate chip. When I'm reading an incredibly sad book and realize there's not enough pages left for a happy ending. My 17-year-old brother calling me after getting a girl pregnant. When you take ibuprofen and the worst I'm freaking dying headache vanishes within 5 minutes. 26-year-old me, when I drank my pink shampoo and it tasted like sodium lauryl sulfate instead of strawberries. Me, deciding to finally clean after spending 2 hours finding the right song. These captures are kind of getting hard. They want you to make IKEA furniture now? Showing strangers my algorithm. My algorithm really depends on the time. Imagine doing a magician and he does the deed in you. You freak out, but then he says, "Psych, check your ear." Ugh. My first group therapy. Wow. You have the opportunity to make friends with the weirdest and most interesting people. The group chat when I ask who's available to hang out next week. Honestly, this is one of the very best formatted jokes of all time. That one guy in every friend group. This is me. Me, still wondering what holding hands feels like. Bro yapping about his 4th girlfriend. Cat defends her mum's food, making sure no one takes any, because it's also her food. Nobody. Dogs with infinite food, water, and a loving family when the door opens for 2 seconds. Whoever did this at my job is so unserious. When the 1.42 hours of sleep kicks in midday, like everything starts to be fun. When she's doing tricks on it and pulls a quarter out from behind my balls. Look how the carbonation rises to the top. Isn't that so cool? Whatever, screw you, I'm never showing you anything again. Normalize letting your dog poop in the house. It's getting cold out. Whoa, I knew a dog posted this. My son is the only person who waits for the garbage man, and today he got a nice little gift. This is so sweet. Bro, friends. Me, just act normal. There's a group of girls. Bro bro. When you die on purpose in a video game so you can eat, but your team revives you. Skate 3, but I only play how I skate in real life. I promised my wife that I would never move on before she died. Now 15 years later with another wife and 2 kids, I regret making that promise. Being a guy is not easy. You turn 12 years old and now you're competing with CEOs, bankers, and politicians for girls your age. Very sad, but kind of true. When you won one ranked match, so the game decides to pay you up with the unemployment bosses. Getting your friend a piece of pizza, but it's paced like One Piece. God only gives gold to fools. Never using Tinder again, what the hell? What? She's having fun. Bugs. But I progressively want to put them in my mouth. My favorite animal is me when my dad ignored my calls and messages for 5 years straight, until I found him playing Red Dead Redemption 2 online, joined his lobby, hog-tied him, then set him on fire. And then he messaged you afterwards. I didn't know it was you. I don't like killing or fighting. Shut up. You have to fight every girl that found you attractive. How cooked are you? Me? Who made this? Last thing my chemistry teacher sees on the first lesson. Guy had kryptonite injected into his DNA, and the devil took over, and was still him. Geologists packing their stuff after getting fired. Boomers, when they try to sell their house for $2 million and someone offers to buy for it for only 1.98 million. Me accepting my fate when I hear the door open the second the naked girl virus takes over my computer. At the same time my pants fall down. This might be the actual best Minecraft texture pack ever. No, it's not. This might be the worst. Are you under the influence of something? Evil rabbit with malicious intents attempts to maul poor innocent fat kitty to death. The cops finding me in the mountains eating my friend after being stranded for 5 minutes. When my clanker barber is talking about the newer models got tighter USB ports, but the fade GPT low-key getting me right. I'm in an online abusive relationship, but I can't leave. I told my drunk boyfriend to keep his eyes on the car. I wonder if he's going to overreact. Just picked up my wings. I don't ever want this day to end. The day's gonna end, but tomorrow will be even better. List of wrong anthems incidents. Malta! And they played Linkin Park's Numb. When I suddenly get crazy doing the deed out of nowhere, but I remember I'm home alone. It was that ghost that I hate. So unfortunately you will have to work a 9 to 5 like everybody else. No. How I look at my teacher after he gave me a 0 on a test. I've been texting him as a 14-year-old girl for weeks. I have a business idea. Giving out free Apple Pay / card readers to homeless people who panhandle and taking a 10 to 30% fee. POV. Talking to someone with a short attention span. Yeah, if you ever talk to me in a conversation, you'll realize how bad my attention span is. Me. Who would win? Predator or Star-Lord? Star-Lord. He would just challenge the Predator to a dance-off. The Predator can't dance. Me. An intellectual. Straight out of Tom and Jerry. Me. Taking a look at my poop to see if it's healthy, only to see half of my intestines. Media. Turn off your lights to save the climate. Billionaire kids when they have to travel for more than 30 minutes. When you're spectating pro and you realize you need a new duo. Women. I wipe after pee. Men. I know, I try and wipe too if there's a toilet paper. When you, a man, are sucking a gender fluid person's thing and they change genders in the middle of it, making you gay. When I ask my kid to grab me a beer and he responds with how many instead of it's Tuesday. Fine shite showing me her talents. That one bro cooking up a new word the friend group will be using then for the next 3 months. The chemical reaction when you burn a cabbage butt. Nintendo is genuinely trying to patent the concept of summoning. How I feel after suggesting a sweet treat after a big meal and everyone says no. Oh man, I wish there was an annoying bug I could kill and not feel bad about damaging the ecology. The humble mosquito. Oh, mosquitoes are pollinators. This doesn't work. The last thing the rat sees when I drop him in my snake. No, I don't like this. Yo bro, heard this weird news? Archaeologists found a snail trapped inside a titanium box buried deep inside the Amazon rainforest. What do you mean? Tell me it ain't so. When you want to enjoy a piece of fiction, but the fandom is so butt it turns you off. Roblox just wiped over 8 billion games from the site. I just moved from Australia to Texas. What the genuine hell is happening in this country right now? The power of puberty. Okay, so this guy is before getting a haircut. Wow, that's what a haircut does, man. Wow, crazy. When you time travel to your future to see your wife, 30-year-old you. I believed in Santa until I was 10. Boys at 25. POV. It's 2006. You've just got home from school and you're playing cars. Google, when I download an app outside of the Play Store on my phone that does not belong to them. The airport security when I whisper, this is my last day on Earth, but it doesn't have to be yours. Don't be a hero. This would be such a great prank. This is so convenient. They took this from us. Me in heaven, when God confirms all of my opinions were correct. What opinions? This is the guy who built my engine. CSS Frag movie. I am not gay, but $20 is $20. Guys, ice when I pull out $500. My wife rang our doorbell camera last night. I picked up my phone to see this. I'm glad he's on my team. That dude is doing some serious firepower. That's serious firepower right there. When I haven't seen bro in years, and I start to think if he was actually real or just a hallucination. I think some friends are lifelong friends and some friends are filler friends. When my deer starts pulsating at an unknown rhythm, but it's just my homeboy using his deer to communicate the answers to the homework. We synced up back in kindergarten. Teachers in early 2020 when you wore a mask in class. Me putting etc. after using up my 2 examples. Oh man, my day is so boring. I wish something interesting would happen. The online blackjack dealer during the metaverse game after I show up as an avatar of his dead wife. He kept giving me 15s and 16s. Me in my room after my mum bought me something expensive and the guilt starts to set in. Normal conversation with that one person. It just changes, but it's amazing because it keeps going. You guys are the first people in the world to see a PS4 covered in ranch hosed off. This is gross. Me staring at the McDonald's worker after she called out order 86 and 84, but I'm still waiting for 82. When you've been fighting off Godzilla for 40 minutes now, and bro still isn't done talking to the 10 out of 10. You should watch Talk to Her, it's peak. The unfortunate situation bro is about to face. POV, when you say something slick under your breath and your parents hear it, you're screwed. When me and the boys were discussing top 10 baddies in school, and the nerd at the front of the class asks me if I'm actually going to hey, how it feels to drive past the idiot that crashed because you refused to let them cut everyone in line and merge at the last second. Had to pull over to capture what is the most jaw-dropping electronic church sign I've ever seen. This is incredible. The framing, the sunset, the single street light, the sound of traffic and cicadas in the background. The video of the sign captured imperfectly by presumably a phone camera. It's a work of art. Maybe you don't exist in the future you're stressing about. You know, I never thought about it like that. Thanks. That's actually good advice. That one bad picture your friend won't ever let go of. Oh, there are definitely a few of me. They're not bad, but at school everyone would take mugshots of people and everyone would get really embarrassed. So how it feels when you realize that funny quirk your grandparents had was because of their awful childhood. My grandparents didn't have a bad quirk, did yours? This meme had a lot of likes when I found it, so I think a lot of people POV. It's match point and your 07 teammate says they have an idea. I just tell them to shut up because they're bottom fragging. Shut up!